Interesting week coming up. So there's an absolute ton of financial news coming out this week. Tuesday's CPI. So that's obviously US CPI month on month, year on year. So at the moment, the current forecast for the year on year, it was 7.7% last month, and they're predicting 7.3% is the forecast for this month. I think because crypto's really kind of since the whole FTX thing, we've just been kind of, it's not been going anywhere. It's just been kind of little moves up and down, but kind of stay in the same place. So we could potentially see a reasonably decisive move one way or the other, and maybe a slight trend. If we get a CPI come in below the forecast, so even lower, or even at the forecast, maybe because the forecast is lower, if we could get it at or below, then there's a chance that we could see a rally in crypto, maybe one kind of last leg up in stocks. They kind of had been rallying already the last sort of month, whereas crypto kind of missed out on it due to the whole FTX saga. Negative side would be if this CPI comes in higher, which it could do, if it comes in higher, then we could see another dump, which more than likely could take us to new lows. It's one of them we have to kind of wait and see. You don't want to be kind of guessing beforehand because we just don't know. It could come in as anything. To come in at predicted or low would be quite nice. Get a little rally up through December. Bitcoin and Ethereum, especially having missed out on that whole rally with stocks and that, they kind of look ready to push up. There's a lot of liquidity above where we are now, so that would be nice, but we don't know. We can't really predict. So with things like that, I've said it before, I prefer to wait and see what happens and then take a trading position afterwards. I don't like to do it beforehand, really. On Friday, the PPI came in, and that came in higher than forecasted. So that did see dump on risk assets, and the DXY had a push up on that announcement. It was on Friday. There was a fair bit of volatility there. That's the potential. If we've had the PPI was negative in terms of us wanting crypto to go up. That was negative. So if we get CPI -2, that may have some pretty bad effects on it, and we could go further down. But like I say, there's a lot of other stuff next week as well, and we'll just wait and see. I wouldn't advise anyone to have an open position on Tuesday. Like if you're trading it, I would make sure your trade's closed before, I think it's 1:30 UK time, Tuesday. I would have it closed before then, see what happens, and then open another trade if you want to. I wouldn't have it open during it. Unless, if, let's say, you're in a trade and it's well up, you could possibly take some profits and put your stop loss to break even. Because then, if the volatility went in your direction, you could end up with a very nice trade. But if it went against you, you've already took profit and your stop loss to break even, so you won't lose. That would be what I would say if you happen to be in that position. But there's not too much happening with crypto. There was a little bit of FUD around Binance this week. People trying to say that their proof of reserves wasn't really accurate or didn't actually show proof of reserves what they showed. Obviously, this was linking in with the whole FTX. A lot of when they went down, a lot of other exchanges started showing their proof of reserves to try and encourage people that they were completely solvent and there was no need for everyone to withdraw their funds. So there was some around that, but from what I've kind of read and seen, I, I, I don't think that it is insolvent Binance. But I mean, if you had funds, I wouldn't have much funds on there right now if I was you. I don't have any on Binance right now, but I mean, I wouldn't want everyone to panic and withdraw because that would cause issues. But I wouldn't have a large amount if I was you on there just to be sure. I think it was mostly just FUD, people just trying to attack them. I don't think they're definitely not. Well, I can't say definitely because nothing's definite in this game, but they don't look like they're in a similar position to FTX. Like FTX massively screwed up, like beyond screwing up. That was ridiculous how bad it was and how no one apparently seemed to know. So I don't think that Binance could be in as bad a position as that. But always say be safe, not your keys, not your coins. So definitely play it safe.
Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning into the show. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover on the podcast, or you'd like to appear on it, then please contact us at hwpoduk@gmail.com, on our website, which is healthwealthuk.com, or on any of our social medias, which are at hwpoduk. Please make sure you like, subscribe, share it with all your friends and family, and we will see you next week.